What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Wrestling with Cards. Today, 5 ways you can invest in wrestling cards. Now, before we go any further, I am not a financial advisor. These are strictly my opinions. What you do with your money is your business. I like to pride myself in being able to take care of my money, make money here and there. But I am not giving financial advice, just my opinion. Once again, keep that in note as you watch. Many people look at wrestling cards and think it's a joke. They think it's like Superman cards or X-Men cards or Alf cards or old 90s racing cards. They just dismiss them, throw them away, treat them like they're junk from the junk wax era. They are from the junk wax era, most of the stuff I talk about, but they weren't overprinted like the junk wax that we think of. There are some major investments to be made in wrestling cards, as well as flipping opportunities. So let's take a look at 5 ways you can invest in wrestling cards, flip wrestling cards, and make some money. First way you can invest in wrestling cards, autographs. I know that seems kind of common sense. Autograph cards are going to be worth money. A lot of other sports, autograph cards kind of slowly start dipping down in value, and the only way you can really resell them is to people who are looking to PC a certain player or a team or a set. But in wrestling cards, even lesser known talent, their autographs still sell pretty well. Not for a ton of money, but they're always going to sell. So it's a really good opportunity to flip those cards. You can look at investing in some autographs of the legends, Vince McMahon, Triple H, Undertaker, Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan. Speaking of Hulk Hogan, I have an example of that right here. Hulk Hogan autographed on matte on card auto. This was a little under $100. This is a safe place that I feel I can park my money, that I will be able to get my money back out of it, or maybe even get more out of it. And if you want an example of how to flip some lower named, cheaper autographs, lesser known wrestlers, mid card, low card, whatever, go check out my Follow the Flip episode 1, where I take 3 autograph cards and flip them for money. Number 2 way you can invest in wrestling cards is buying complete sets. I'm amazed at how cheap complete sets are right now. Many times you can get a complete set cheaper than the key card that's within the set. And for an example of that today, I have 1998 Comic Images set. Complete set, I think I paid $10 to $15 for it, but it's got the Rock rookie card in there, which is worth more than that alone, and I get the whole set. You can't do that with a lot of other sports cards in the big 3, baseball, basketball, football. You can buy complete sets, but a lot of times it's even more than just the card. Wrestling, you can get good deals with buying just complete sets. I think those are going to go up in value. You can even flip complete sets. I've done that too. People just want to get rid of them. Maybe they collected them in the 80s or 90s. They don't want them anymore. Don't think they're worth anything. But they're out there if you want to take the chance. Another example of buying a complete set is 1987 Topps. I was looking for the Bret Hart rookie card. Probably find it for around 15 to 20. Well, I found several 1987 Topps complete sets that had that card in it, plus a lot of other good ones, for 20 to 30. So you're paying just a little bit more, but you're getting that key card you're looking for and the entire set. So another example. Another aspect of buying the complete sets is you're getting a full set that's not overproduced. Now, a lot of these wrestling cards came out in the junk wax era, but unlike baseball, basketball, football, they weren't really mass-produced like those sports. So you're getting the key card you want, but you're getting all these other cards that are not overproduced. And a lot of times in wrestling, as wrestling fans, we all like so many different styles of wrestling, so many different wrestling federations or wrestlers, tag teams, whatever. So maybe as a fan, you want to buy the complete set because you get to own a little bit of everybody you liked, everybody you enjoyed watching, instead of just 1 or 2 guys. And again, the fact that you can buy a whole set for the same price as a second-tier rookie card out of Prism. People pay hundreds of dollars for these guys' silver prisms that may not work out. Well, here you've got legends in wrestling for minuscule amounts compared to those guys. So I think it's a good investment. Third way you can invest in wrestling cards, sealed product. Now this could be applied to pretty much any kind of trading cards, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, chess, racing, I don't know, whatever cards there are out there. G.I. Joe cards, those are cool. sealed product constantly getting open, so there's less and less and less of it over time, especially now with the breakers and breaking culture being so huge online and with social media. They're always looking for product to open. Problem is, if you go to retail stores right now, a lot of it's just bare, so you end up buying stuff you don't necessarily want just to open a package. So sealed product generally is going to gain value over time. It may not double, triple your money. Sometimes it may. I've done that before. I bought stuff off the shelf and flipped it for double or triple immediately. But that may not always happen, but generally it's going to increase over time no matter what. I'm not sure that modern wrestling cards, sealed product, is going to increase in value like the 80s and 90s stuff did. But again, it's a safe bet to get, 10 to 20% return on your investment. I think if you go on eBay right now, you can find several boxes from 17 and 18 that are just a little over what you would have paid for retail, so any money counts when you're flipping. Some examples of sealed product I have today for wrestling cards that I've bought to flip, bought to invest in. 1988 NWA Wonderama. These are some cello packs, not searched. Next up, we've got WWE Women's Division, I guess. I was going to say Revolution. Division from 2018. This is more of a modern box, but again, the women's cards for modern wrestling cards really hold their value and some of the most high-selling wrestling cards there are. So pick that up, hold for a couple years, see what happens. Lastly, WCW NWO Topps 1998 Series 1 sealed. I bought a lot of these, and I can easily sell one box for over half of what I paid for the whole lot. The fourth way that you can invest in wrestling cards is graded rookies and graded legends. Now that seems like common sense, right? All these other sports. Oh, buy a graded LeBron, buy a graded Jordan, of course. But there's something about wrestling that I don't know what's going on. I'm constantly seeing legends cards, rookies of legends, all-time great wrestlers, graded, that cost about the same as it costs just to grade the card, maybe a couple dollars more. Prime example of that is this Ivan Koloff. Now, this may be an older star for some wrestling fans out there who are too young to remember. Ivan Koloff was a major wrestling star, huge heel, 70s and 80s. And I got this card for like $13, $14. It costs $10, costs more than that too when you figure in the shipping, just to send that card to SGC to get that graded. So it was an easy no-brainer for me. You're basically paying for the price that someone paid to grade the card, and you're getting it for just a little bit more. And another thing with these cards is, sure, they may not be a grade 10 or grade 9 like that one I showed you was a lower grade, but the fact that you can get a card graded, I mean, it looks great in the slab. A lot of people say that if you're getting an 8 or below, it's the same as getting a raw, and you might as well buy a raw card. I disagree. I love the look of the slabs, no matter what company you go with, PSA, BGS, SGC, any of those three. I love the look of the slabs, and cards just look great when they're preserved in there for as long as you want, as long as you don't bust them open. They're there for a lifetime. The fifth and final way you can invest in wrestling cards is outside investments. This may be cheating a little bit, but let's think about it. So you want to buy wrestling cards to flip, but you need the money. Well, how are you going to get the money if your money's tied up with daily life stuff or you're in debt and you don't have the extra income to spend on wrestling cards? Outside investments. Maybe you're into action figures. Maybe you're into basketball, baseball, football cards, other trading cards, music collectibles, music memorabilia. Maybe you're a sneaker flipper. There's so many things. I mean, look at what I've got behind me. We've got wrestling figures. We've got some 80s action figures here. We've got sealed action figures. We've got more football cards, more complete sets of wrestling cards. We've got sealed Prism here. That's for 2019 football season. We've got more cards over here. I've got American Gladiator action figures. I've got records down here, more music down here. All this stuff looks like junk in the background, right? It's all to resell. All that money is going to then get reinvested into other sports cards, memorabilia, trading card, anything I can get to flip, and just keep building and building and building. Garage sales, thrift stores, Facebook Marketplace. Guys, you'd be amazed at the stuff on Facebook Marketplace that people just want to get rid of. They'll give it away for free. And a lot of times you can take that, turn around and flip it on Facebook Marketplace for $5 or $10. There's your income. Maybe you need even more income than that. Maybe you need a part-time job. Maybe you need a second job. Maybe that leads into the hobby, which then leads into a new side hustle. And eventually that could help feed your PC, feed your wrestling card investments, pay the bills. Guys, just keep investing in yourself no matter what. And you never know. You may learn some lessons financially that help you as you go through life. But that's it for today's video. I hope these 5 ways to invest in wrestling cards has helped you guys out today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, hit the like button, make sure to go down, hit the subscribe button, bell icon so you never miss any of my videos. Check out my social media while you're down there, and Spotify. I'm always posting cool music and playlists on public Spotify account. If you want to buy anything that I've talked about today, links down below for my eBay, Mercari, and check out my card storefronts. And until next time, see you, wrestling fans.